Castor oil has become the new obsession on TikTok, a so-called miracle elixir promising tighter skin, fewer wrinkles, and a radiant glow almost overnight. But here's what most women don't realize: after 40, when estrogen quietly begins to fade, your skin starts rewriting its own story. Moisture disappears. Pores widen. The once strong barrier that held everything together starts to weaken. So the question is, can one natural oil really undo all of that? Or is it just another glittering illusion dressed up as hope on social media? I'm Dr. Christopher Hale, a board-certified specialist in women's hormonal health and longevity. For over 15 years, I've worked with women who come to me searching for that one magical product to restore their youthful glow. But what I've seen, time and time again, is that the challenge isn't age itself. It's the biological silence that comes when hormones shift, stealing away collagen, hydration, and resilience from deep beneath the skin. Now, to be fair, castor oil isn't just a viral gimmick. Science gives it real credibility. It's packed with ricinoleic acid, antioxidants, and vitamin E, powerful nutrients that can lock in moisture and calm inflammation. Yet, what most viral videos never explain is how it truly interacts with hormonally depleted skin. When estrogen drops, your skin's lipid shield, the invisible armor that holds moisture in, becomes fragile. That's when castor oil can either act as a gentle guardian, or a suffocating layer, depending on how and when it's used. Use it the wrong way, and you may trap irritation instead of nourishment. Use it wisely, and it can help your skin remember how to feel supple again. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 proven, science-backed benefits of castor oil, and just as importantly, separate what's real from what's simply social media fantasy. Because glowing skin after 40 isn't about chasing youth, it's about working with your biology, not against it. So stay with me until the end. You'll walk away not only knowing what castor oil can truly do, but also how to make every drop count for your maturing skin. If this kind of honest, science-driven insight speaks to you, please subscribe and leave a comment below. Type 1 if you've already tried castor oil, or 0 if you're still curious. And together, let's reach our first 10,000 subscribers, so I can keep creating content that empowers women over 50 to understand their bodies, with truth, not trends. Part 1, Deep Moisture and the Rebuilding of Your Skin Barrier. When a woman over 50 looks in the mirror and sees dryness, flaking, or that dull, papery texture that no moisturizer seems to fix, the culprit is rarely just dehydration. It's biology. As estrogen fades, your sebaceous glands slow down, producing less of the natural oils that once sealed in moisture and kept the skin supple. Tiny invisible cracks begin to form across the surface, allowing hydration to escape drop by drop, day after day. That's where castor oil, long overlooked and often underestimated, quietly steps in. Unlike many light oils that vanish within minutes, castor oil has a unique molecular weight and viscosity that let it cling softly to the skin while slowly penetrating its upper layers. Its signature compound, ricinoleic acid, a rare omega-9 fatty acid, forms a breathable microfilm that locks in moisture and minimizes what dermatologists call transepidermal water loss. In simpler terms, it helps your skin stop leaking its own natural hydration. For postmenopausal women, whose skin barrier has thinned and lost much of its natural defense, this isn't cosmetic, it's essential protection. In my clinical practice, I've met countless women trying to fix dryness with thicker creams or frequent exfoliation, unknowingly stripping away what little defense their skin still had. What their skin needed wasn't abrasion. It needed shelter. Castor oil provides exactly that. Its dense yet breathable texture mimics the lipids your skin no longer produces in abundance. After a few consistent weeks, many women notice that their cheeks and jawline feel less tight, more comfortable, almost cushioned again. The surface becomes smoother, light reflects more evenly, and that dull tension eases into softness. What sets castor oil apart is that it hydrates deeply without clogging pores. Its fatty acid profile is naturally non-comedogenic, allowing it to soften while keeping the skin clear. The result? Skin that doesn't just look moisturized, it functions like younger skin again, holding water, reflecting light, and renewing its own elasticity. That's why before we talk about antioxidants or anti-aging, we must start with moisture. Because no vitamin, serum, or peptide can perform on a desert. Once your barrier is restored, everything else, from retinol to sunscreen, begins to work better and penetrate more evenly. In that sense, castor oil isn't a miracle potion. It's a reminder that true rejuvenation begins not with adding more, but with protecting what remains. And as hydration returns, even fine lines begin to soften, makeup glides on more evenly, and that gentle, radiant look you thought was gone forever quietly reappears. 2. The antioxidant shield, slowing the clock from within. When your skin starts to retain moisture again, something remarkable happens: it begins to breathe. But moisture alone isn't enough to guard it from the silent forces that age it every day: sunlight, pollution, stress, even the blue light from digital screens. These invisible aggressors create free radicals, unstable molecules that attack collagen and accelerate wrinkles. And this is where castor oil reveals its second, lesser-known gift: its natural antioxidant armor. Castor oil is rich in tocopherols and tocotrienols, two potent forms of vitamin E that act like an inner shield for your skin. They neutralize free radicals before they can damage cell membranes or oxidize surface lipids, the same way rust slowly corrodes metal over time. I often tell my patients that oxidative stress is like corrosion on the inside of your skin. You don't see it at first, but it quietly weakens structure until one day it shows. This process accelerates after menopause, when the body's own antioxidant defenses drop alongside hormones. Unlike synthetic serums that offer a brief glow before fading, the antioxidants in castor oil integrate into your skin's lipid matrix, delivering protection that lasts for hours. Applied at night, they create what I call the quiet repair window, a period when your skin restores itself as you sleep, undoing some of the daily oxidative damage. The result isn't instant brightness, it's endurance. A complexion that resists dullness, maintains tone longer, and remains calmer even under daily environmental stress. Medically speaking, this sustained antioxidant activity also moderates inflammation triggered by UV exposure. That means less redness, fewer rough patches, and a slower breakdown of collagen over time. Many of my patients notice their morning skin feels calmer and more balanced, even without changing the rest of their routine. Because aging gracefully isn't about freezing time, it's about giving your cells the quiet strength to defend themselves. Castor oil doesn't compete with high-end serums, it complements them. It builds the stable foundation that allows every other product to perform better. And after months of steady use, your skin's microenvironment begins to shift, lipid oxidation slows, cell renewal stabilizes, and that soft inner glow you thought was lost starts to return. This isn't transformation overnight. It's a gradual resurrection, one cell at a time, until vitality becomes visible again. Part 3, Calming Inflammation and Restoring Clarity. Once your skin learns how to stay hydrated and shield itself from oxidative stress, another silent battle begins: chronic inflammation. Most women think inflammation means redness, burning, or visible irritation. But the truth is, it often works quietly, a subtle, long-term background noise of aging that dulls the complexion and deepens fine lines over time. I often describe it to my patients as the hum you stop noticing, yet it slowly drains your cells of energy. Castor oil has an extraordinary ability to quiet that hum. Its key compound, ricinoleic acid, structurally resembles prostaglandins, natural lipid messengers in your body that regulate how tissues respond to pain and inflammation. That similarity allows castor oil to gently modulate inflammatory signals on the skin's surface, easing sensitivity and helping restore balance. It doesn't numb your skin or suppress its natural reactions. Instead, it retrains your skin to self-soothe, a deeply valuable quality after menopause, when your body's recovery systems have slowed. Clinically, many women who use castor oil consistently describe a subtle yet unmistakable shift. Areas once prone to redness or sensitivity during weather changes begin to stabilize. That stability isn't just cosmetic, it's biological harmony returning. It means your skin has remembered how to respond wisely, not react impulsively. Castor oil's anti-inflammatory properties also reduce oxidized sebum, a lesser-known but common cause of adult breakouts. By keeping natural oils from turning rancid under stress, it helps prevent pore congestion and promotes a smoother, more even texture. What fascinates me most is how inflammation, dehydration, and oxidation form a vicious triangle, each one fueling the next. Castor oil breaks that cycle on all three fronts. It locks in moisture and fortifies the barrier. It guards against oxidative stress. And it soothes chronic inflammation over time. This triad gives mature skin the rare combination of resilience and serenity, a complexion that feels calm, balanced, and quietly alive. If you've ever noticed sudden adult breakouts or persistent redness that no product seems to fix, I'd love to hear your story. Share in the comments if your skin behaves differently before and after menopause. You might be surprised how many women silently experience the same thing. And if this insight helps you understand your skin better, tap the like button. It lets me know these deep, science-based conversations are making a difference. Because the more openly we talk about inflammation, the less mysterious it becomes. And healing always begins there, through awareness, connection, and care grounded in truth, not trends. 4. Brightening tone and fading uneven pigmentation. There's a quiet frustration many women over 50 share. The sudden appearance of uneven patches and age spots that seem to surface overnight. No concealer can fully hide them, and no quick treatment seems to last. But the cause isn't just sunlight or time. It's the complex interplay of inflammation, oxidation, and hormonal fluctuation happening beneath the surface. After menopause, your pigment-producing cells, melanocytes, behave differently. They become hypersensitive, ready to overreact to even minor irritation, leading to uneven darkening that can linger long after the trigger fades. Here's where castor oil's natural synergy shines. Its blend of anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and long-lasting moisturizing properties creates the perfect environment for skin recovery. When your skin feels calm and hydrated, it sends out fewer stress signals, and melanin production begins to stabilize. This isn't about bleaching or instant lightening. It's about restoring your skin's natural rhythm of renewal, the one disrupted by years of hormonal turbulence. Gradually, tone evens out, shadows fade, and your complexion looks peaceful again. Over years of practice, I've come to redefine what bright skin truly means. It isn't paleness or perfection. It's clarity, that quiet translucence that reflects health rather than youth. Castor oil nurtures this clarity in a uniquely holistic way. It softens the rough, compacted cells at the surface, allowing gentle, natural exfoliation while improving the penetration of other actives you may already use, like niacinamide or low-dose retinol. That's why women who include castor oil in their nighttime routines often notice their usual products suddenly start to work better, without irritation. Biologically, this happens because your skin barrier functions like glass. When scratched or cracked, it scatters light, making your face appear dull. But when that surface is smooth and hydrated, light reflects evenly, and that's the radiance you see. Castor oil doesn't force your skin to glow. It simply allows your natural light to return. There's also something emotional about this transformation. Many of my patients tell me that as their skin regains balance, so does their mood. The day they look in the mirror and see calmness instead of fatigue, that's the moment true rejuvenation begins. Not perfection. Not erasure. But harmony, between how you feel and what you see. And perhaps, that's the quiet beauty of castor oil. It doesn't promise to make you someone else. It helps you meet yourself again, radiant, resilient, and fully alive. Part 5, Nurturing the Lips, Lashes, and Brows. Sometimes, it's the smallest features that tell the deepest stories of aging. The corners of the lips that crack more easily, lashes that thin after years of makeup and hormonal shifts, or brows that slowly lose their fullness and softness. These quiet changes often arrive long before wrinkles appear. They are gentle reminders of something I've seen repeatedly in my clinical practice. Every delicate area on the face is connected through the same protective barrier system. And when that barrier weakens, everything else follows. Castor oil has long been the unsung ally of these fragile zones. Its natural viscosity allows it to coat the surface without clogging, forming a microshield that prevents moisture loss in areas most creams simply overlook. On the lips, its fatty acids create a thin, breathable layer that seals hydration and soothes micro-cracks caused by dryness or cold air. Unlike many balms packed with waxes or synthetic flavors, castor oil mimics the skin's own natural lipids, restoring softness instead of merely masking the damage. The result is lips that regain their natural smoothness and subtle tone, not an artificial shine. When it comes to lashes and brows, the benefits are more mechanical than hormonal. Castor oil doesn't stimulate new growth, that's one of the most common myths online. What it does, however, is protect the hairs you already have. It coats each strand, sealing the cuticle to prevent breakage and brittleness. And when fewer strands are lost, the overall density begins to appear fuller and healthier over time. For women past 50, when sebaceous activity declines and hair fibers grow more fragile, this simple layer of protection can make a visible difference. What I appreciate most about castor oil is that it reminds us skin care isn't always about correction, it's about preservation. Your lips, lashes, and brows don't need expensive serums or aggressive treatments. They need consistency and respect. Just one drop, applied nightly with intention, can often restore what years of neglect have quietly taken. Comfort, resilience, and that calm confidence that comes from feeling whole again. When women tell me they feel more like themselves after softening their lips or bringing back the natural sheen to their lashes, I know it isn't vanity. It's reconnection. Because these aren't just features, they're expressions of vitality. They're how we communicate without words. And when they're cared for gently and intentionally, they have the power to light up the entire face once more. Part 6, Safety Notes and How to Use Castor Oil Correctly. Even the gentlest remedies carry quiet strength, and castor oil is no exception. Like every truly active ingredient in skincare, it deserves both respect and patience. Over the years, I've watched many women begin new routines with hope, but also with haste. And even the mildest oil can cause discomfort when used carelessly. Understanding how to apply castor oil safely is often the line between healing and irritation. Rule number 1, patience. Always patch test first, ideally on the inner wrist or just below the jawline. Castor oil contains unique bioactive compounds that are soothing for most people, but a small percentage may experience mild contact dermatitis, especially those with sensitive or thinning skin. After 50, the skin becomes naturally thinner, more delicate, and slower to renew. That's why this small test isn't caution, it's wisdom. Once your skin accepts it, remember, less is more. Just 2 to 3 drops are enough for the entire face. Its natural viscosity allows it to spread slowly, creating a fine protective film without greasiness. Warm the oil gently between your fingertips, then press it softly into the skin, focusing on the drier areas like the cheeks, chin, and neck. Never rub harshly. Let your skin absorb it in silence. The best time to use castor oil is at night, after your serum or moisturizer, when the skin's repair cycle is most active. Avoid using it under makeup during the day, its dense texture can interfere with foundation or reduce sunscreen adherence. But at night, it becomes a quiet companion in your skin's renewal, sealing in hydration and allowing healing to unfold as you sleep. Be mindful of the oil's freshness. Exposure to heat and light can oxidize it, creating a sour scent and increasing the risk of irritation. Store it in a cool, dark place and replace the bottle every few months. If its color or smell changes, trust your senses, discard it immediately. Using rancid oil is one of the most common causes of allergic reactions, often mistaken for intolerance to the ingredient itself. And one final, crucial note. Never apply castor oil directly along the lash line or inside the eyes. Its density can block the tiny meibomian glands that keep the eyes naturally lubricated, leading to irritation or styes. Instead, nourish the lashes and brows by brushing lightly from mid-length to tip, avoiding the roots. Let comfort, not quantity, be your guide. When used correctly, castor oil transforms from a fleeting trend into a trusted ritual. A gentle reminder that in skincare, the smallest details, when done with care, make the greatest difference. True skin health has never been about doing more. It's about doing what matters, consistently, intentionally, and with respect. When you bring castor oil into your routine, think of it not as a product, but as a quiet conversation between you and your skin. The rhythm, not the intensity, is what matters most. During the first week or two, use only 2 drops at night, every other evening. Apply it while your skin is still slightly damp, not bone dry. Because a hint of moisture helps the oil spread evenly and lock in hydration. Let your skin get to know this new texture. Notice how it feels in the morning, soft and calm, or a little heavy. These sensations aren't mistakes, they're your skin speaking to you. The goal is to listen before you act. By week 3, once your skin adjusts, you can increase to 3 or 4 nights a week. If you live in a dry or cold climate, blend castor oil with a lighter one, such as jojoba or argan, to balance the texture. This combination glides like silk, almost weightless, perfect for women who prefer a lighter touch. And above all, use it sparingly. A little goes a long way. If your skin tone is uneven or dull, add just 1 drop of castor oil after your treatment serums, not before. This seals in active ingredients like niacinamide or peptides, while preventing dryness or flaking. However, if you use retinoids, alternate nights. Retinoids and heavy oils don't need to compete for absorption. When you honor that rhythm, both will perform better. For lips and brows, consistency matters more than quantity. Use a cotton swab to apply a thin layer before bed, resist the temptation to overdo it. More doesn't mean faster results, it only increases stickiness or irritation. Think of this as training your skin to remember balance again. Because with mature skin, transformation is always subtle. True renewal never arrives overnight, it unfolds quietly, through texture, comfort, and confidence returning bit by bit. The best time to start isn't when everything feels perfect, but when you're ready to care, intentionally, gently. In skincare, as in healing, gentleness isn't weakness. It is the deepest form of strength. When you look beyond the trends and promises, castor oil becomes a reminder that good skincare doesn't need to be complicated to be effective. Its power lies not in dramatic change, but in the silent cellular improvements that build over time. Hydrating deeper, calming inflammation, protecting against oxidative stress, and slowly restoring tone and texture from within. As a physician, I've always believed that mature skin needs patience, not pressure. The years beyond 50 are not a decline, they are a recalibration. Your body, your hormones, your skin, they're all finding a new rhythm. And when we support that rhythm with calmness and knowledge, the results show not only on the surface, but in the quiet confidence that radiates from within. Used correctly and consistently, castor oil embodies that philosophy. It protects without suffocating, soothes without numbing, and restores without overpromising. If there's one message I want every woman to remember, it's this. Healthy skin at any age isn't about perfection, it's about partnership. A partnership between you and your body. Between knowledge and action. Between who you were, and who you are becoming. When you approach your skin with understanding instead of frustration, it will respond with balance, comfort, and quiet confidence. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video helped you see skincare in a new light, please subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a comment below. Tell me about your experience, or the next topic you'd like me to explore. Your stories are the heart of this channel, and your support helps me continue building a global community of women over 50. Strong, radiant, and wise.